what has camp been like for your guys at the tight end spot?
It's been great. We ask those guys to do a lot of things, especially when we're in our different sets of personnels or different people that we need to get in the game. But it's been really, really good to see those guys kind of embrace the role of, either being a receiver or being an inline tight end and just going with it and growing with all the techniques and the different things that we got to do. I think the biggest thing that the guys are getting used to now is just the amount of running that they're doing out there. From go balls to corners to posts to digs. I mean, we've got a big route tree for them to run. So I think that's the biggest adjustment for them is just that they're in shape to do those things.
Yeah, and throw tempo into the mix.
And then throw pace into it. I mean, you've got to, now the mental toughness part's got to come into it. Of I can't sub you out if you're tired. You got to go. And so it's been good.
How much more depth, though, have you seen, even since the spring, by guys coming on and doing the things? A guy like a Micah, for example.
And that's the big thing is a guy like Micah continuing to improve, knowing the concepts in the run game, the concepts in the pass game. It really helps with, having Valdo, Luke, Brandon, and then Tyler. I mean, those four guys. And then you add Micah. I mean, we've got a really deep room that they're, one, competing to win the job. And then two, man, just pushing each other, but also being happy for the guys with their successes. I mean, and helping them with their failures in practice. So the depth in that room is really good, and it's given us an opportunity as an offense to, throw 1, 2, or 3 out there at the same time.
How have you seen Valdo kind of continue what he did in the spring? How has he kind of transformed a little bit?
He's kind of, we're kind of improve or kind of putting more on his plate as far as the pass game in the RPO world. And this spring, I mean, every day, he's doing something spectacular out there with the catches, taking the ball of a DB's head, whatever it is. He's been really, really impressive during camp with what he's been doing in the passing game. Run game-wise, we got to keep improving there. Got to keep getting stronger. But I think, as an overall through fall camp, he's come a long ways.
If y'all go to an H-back look or a blocking back look, who are some of the guys that are,
right now, we've got a bunch of different type of personnel that we can put on the field. Obviously, Valdo and T will probably be the guys that will flex out because of their speed. And then B and Luke will be the guys as you guys their code of being in the box H move around type of guys. And even Micah can play that spot. I'm more focusing on Micah learning one position before I just throw the whole playbook at him. But those two, T and Valdo, will be probably our flex guys, and Brandon, Luke, and Mike will probably be our H-back move around that type of guys.
For you guys, how does it impact, and I know for everybody from a timing standpoint, when you're having 3 different quarterbacks trying to get reps, do those things, what do you tell your guys? Because there's obviously going to be issues when that happens. What do you tell your guys about, hey, you just have to go with it and get it working?
I've always told my guys, control what you can control. And no matter who's in the game, you still got to catch the ball. And that's the big emphasis for us, man, is just making sure, there's been a lot of balls thrown our way in fall camp. The guys are out there scoring a bunch of touchdowns and, making a lot of catches. But it don't matter to us who's in the game. We just got to go execute. And our quarterbacks, they're expecting us to win our routes. And so, whoever it is in there, we'll help them out and try to do our best to get open for them.
You always talk about you guys are added to the route tree, but you're still an extension of the offensive line too.
Yep.
How much has the running game grown? I know it hit at the end of the spring, but had a good day Saturday. Have you seen that continue to come together?
It has, and that's the neat part about our position is we've got to be on the same page with Coach Marcus and his guys, and then we also got to be on the same page with Coach Jake and his guys, and making sure that both aspects of the run and the pass that we know and understand what schemes are being ran. But to be able to run a bunch of different schemes with Coach Jake and his guys, and being able to be locked into it, it really transformed the position. And we've got to do it all. We can't ask Waller just go run routes. He's got to understand that he's got to go be physical in this game and block the defensive ends that we've got to block in this league.
How much does Rivaldo Fairweather mean to y'all's offense right now? What's his role? I mean, you say he's playing out there
a lot. His role means a lot because we can do a lot of different things when he's in the game and when Luke's in the game. B and Tyler. I mean, those guys, we've got to him and Tyler. They've got to be healthy for us because it creates a lot of mismatches. It creates a lot of problems. And defenses, they've got to figure out how they want to play the two tight end system, and it helps. We'll even throw three out there, and they've got to figure out how to do it. But we've got to, to answer your question, Bo, it's more of it's very valuable to have guys like him out there on the field. I mean, that's a big body that can jump and run and be able to do the things that we can ask him to do. So it's huge.
That versatility when you can move guys inside and out. How much? I mean, obviously that creates a lot more pressure on the defense.
It does because again they've got to see do we want the nickel in the game to cover him, and if we get into our bigger sets, do they want him to fit the run? I think, but that's where it's important. They've got to be able to do both in the system and not just be a one-trick pony. We've got to be able to do both. So
sometimes with veteran guys like Tyler Fromm, you just don't hear much about them just because they know they know the deal.
Yep.
What can you say about him? I mean, what you said he's kind of important, right?
He is. I mean, and I've told Tyler, man, go compete with Valdo, and for us, our system, man, we play multiple tight ends every game, and especially in this league, with 12 games and playing the schedule that we got to play, the biggest thing is to keep those guys fresh throughout the season, and then keep them fresh when they get to the fourth quarter. But Tyler's been awesome. His leadership's been awesome. His attitude's been awesome. Like I said before, I mean, every single person in that tight end room has caught touchdowns in fall camp, and they're excited about it. They're excited about the amount of passes that are thrown their way. But in order for us to stay on the field, we've got to understand what we're doing. And so, I'm excited for that room. They're excited, and we'll see what happens this fall.